Aries, this is going to be your November reading. As always, excuse me, if this reading resonates with you and you would like to donate to the channel, that information is in the About section. If not, and you would just like to sit here with me for a while, that would also be appreciated. Just to let everyone know, Chiron will be retrograding for the entire month of November. And Aries, let's see what is happening for you. The reads have been a little heavy this month. The collective energy has been intense, and a lot of the same themes are coming out. For the readings. And, you know, I did mention that I think this has a lot to do with setting yourself up for 2020. I mentioned back in August that I thought the last half of the year was going to be a lot. And I think for a lot of people it is turning out to be really hectic. But I think that's okay, you know. This is a good time for you to see how you handle things, when things are very intense, and how you want to proceed. Sometimes we have to get pushed really hard in order to make difficult choices. So Aries, just before your read, I think I did Scorpio, and Three of Swords coming out for quite a few readings this month, and also the Tower card, which I haven't really seen. Big changes in your world, Aries. A lot of sort of cloak and dagger, looking for information that you cannot find, and that insecurity making you feel intensely off balance. It's sending you into a lot of angry places. You are really, really aggravated. Because there is a portion of your world that is in danger and ready to come down, and this will deeply affect you. This could be someone backing out of a business partnership, or something that you already have set up that failed in terms of love life and family. This is someone that has more than you do, and you are really counting on them helping you, whatever that resource is. You were looking for a fresh start, or you were really just trusting them, and you are really pissed because this person they just did not come through. This was a long-term situation. This could have been someone that promised you money for school, or this could have been someone who promised you a better life in terms of romance. That's not how it's working out. Instead of feeling the joy and warmth of security, or the security, excuse me, of this situation, you are feeling beaten down, battered, like you have given up every one of your resources. For some of you, this may be a situation where you are even single parents, newly single parents. You know, and part of what I'm seeing this month in November is a real concern about finance and also the way that people are breaking their bonds if they have to. There seems to be a real hurt in the air about people just doing it with no care. You know, like I'm out of here, and if that, you know, if your whole life falls apart, that's too bad. If your finances go into the hole, too bad. If you're really hurt, too bad. There seems to be a lot of that. I mean, there is some third-party energy on the table. That could just be you suspecting something is happening, but it may not be. I don't see enough here to tell me that there is definitely a third party, but it's on someone's mind. So Aries, this could be you just feeling suspicion or feeling somewhere in your gut that something is happening. For the other person, yeah, there's a lot of just really cold energy there. They're almost reflecting back to you whatever you think or are saying to them, excuse me. So if you're saying, listen, I think you're going with somebody else, they're like, yeah, I'm going with somebody else, just whatever. They are not, they realize the relationship is not on good ground, but I think you are much further into that thought than they are. They think that they can, Tower card coming up again, but in the reverse. So they're thinking they can salvage this anytime they want. They're thinking they can just call you up, or maybe you guys will hook up and everything will be reset. And that maybe that can be something for them to take up after you guys have split. So those would be 2 o'clock in the morning phone calls, let's hook up. And you will just be, you know, falling all over them. That's sort of where they are. I don't think they understand that you are as angry as you are. You may not be telling them all of what you think or how angry you are. You might even have more information than you're letting on. But I don't think they understand. They think they're holding all the cards, when in fact, that's not the case. They think they're being sneaky, they think they're being devious, they think that they're, your common sense is out the window. They know you're aggravated, that's for sure. But they definitely think they can keep doing this, whatever it is. They think they can keep doing this. You know, they think you're sort of gullible and that you'll let this go on and on and on, which I don't see that happening. I mean, Aries people are not that way. You know, if you disturb them at that level, they might come for you pretty hard. They have, some of them have hot tempers. And they're definitely not a sign where you can just get away with whatever you want. They may not tell you everything they know. They may wait for you to trip yourself up, but they're not typically a sign where you can get away with a whole lot and then just sweet talk them into coming back, or say, well, you know, I'll give you half of what you're entitled to emotionally and that'll be good, right? Like, that's, I don't know who this person is, but that's, I don't think they're going to get away with all of that if they think they are. Yeah, we've got somebody here who's they're very comfortable being sneaky, and they're very confident about it. But Aries, I think they're going to figure out soon. I think for you, Aries, in November, some of what you need to think about is how you are going to respond to this. You may want to do a short trip, if that's possible, to visit with family. You know, there are also things on the board here about a second masculine energy. So that could be two men involved. But this person comes in hot and fast. There's no also a depression showing up somewhere here. That could be you when you get out for a time, or it could be them. But there's definitely a theme here about justice needing to be served, emotional justice. We never want to go out in the world and harm anybody, but emotional justice, you really need to feel like you are not in the situation where someone is taking advantage of you. Also some things here on the board about some new opportunities. So if you get away from this person, what I'm seeing is that you may get together with somebody else, but it may not last very long. But it will definitely open, and I'm not encouraging anyone to go find new love. But even in just talking to someone who's kind, you know, if you get an opportunity, I would go ahead and do that. I think it's going to really set you on a nice path. Sometimes that resets your confidence a bit. So Aries, I would definitely, let's see, this one wants to pop out. This is take action, and that was essentially, the bottom line of the read. I think it's time for you to put yourself in a better place, surrounded by some kindness, and maybe make a real decision about what you will do with this person. So, as always, Aries, thank you for sitting with me for a while. Have the best November you can. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.